Today I really want to start by asking you a question. Have you ever been in any sort of pain? And what pain was that? And what caused your pain? If you really don't mind sharing, please just put comments, like write or explain for us a little bit in the comment section and share with us. But if you are that person, or if you have ever been in a position of questioning yourself, why do we go through pain? Why pain? Why does pain happen? I think today you are about to find out why. And not only that, you are going to understand or probably discover why pain exists. Because in this video, we are going to talk right about that. So stay right there and let's dive into that. Hello, my beautiful people. Thank you so much, first of all, for sticking on my channel. Thank you all for checking on me for these 2 months that you didn't see me. Is it 2 or 3 months? I am not really sure, but you know what? I have been having good time with my family, my children, my husband, my friends. Yeah, I've been on vacation. I've spent time with myself and my family, which was really cool because I haven't had such time for myself for such a long time, or even with my loved ones. So I'm so grateful that I was able to do that. I've seen many of my friends. I've connected with my families, friends, relatives. So yeah, I've also connected with myself and with my God. Like, I don't need vacation to connect with God. I do, but you know, there's just that moment when you feel like you really feel whole or full. So yeah, I've been really doing nothing else more than pouring myself. So I'm so grateful, really grateful for that. And I thank you all for sticking right there. Thank you so much. I've seen your messages, your calls. Others, we have been really so much in touch. We have seen each other physically. And I was so happy to see many of you physical. So all right, let's get back to today's video. Today we're going to speak about why pain exists. Let's start with pain. What does it mean? What is pain? So this is a definition that I got. It says pain is typically defined as a distressing feeling, often caused by an injury or illness. It serves as a signal from your body that something is wrong and needs your attention. So right there, honestly for me, and I just happened to know that pain, after going through really critical pain, sometimes you get to understand that pain, it serves as a signal. And truly it's a signal, or maybe even more than a signal. It's like a path, it's like a direction. You know, your body is telling you, or whatever that inside, like, hey, open up, hey, wake up, something is happening and it needs your urgent attention. The type of pain I'm talking here, I think, is probably the one I got the definition, which is maybe more of biology. You know, I am not biology expert, so that's why I have to write it down here so I can read for you. It can come from various sources such as physical injury, inflammation, or medical condition. So that is the pain that probably most of us or most of you are aware of. You know, that pain of physical injury. Maybe you just fell over, you know, break your ankle or break your arm, and then you feel that pain. And your body is built, or our body is built to, to handle such pains. You know, you'll be feeling that pain, like this pain is a broken or maybe a fracture somewhere, or this pain is hit, like you feel the burning, like it has its senses. There's how the body works out, to send out the information through, I think, nerves and, the backbone and the brain. There's how it works all together, 3 parts, to send those information to your brain or to our brain to inform the body that something is happening and it needs attention. Also to release whatever it's supposed to release, whatever it's chemicals or whatever, to reduce tension or to bring some sorts of easiness, to pain or whatever is going on. So I think that is the type of pain that most of us are used to. I want us today to speak more about the pain that is almost It's just like a journey or something that is taking you from one place to another. A pain that has a name, maybe it's cancer, or maybe it's whatever, depression. So you go maybe antidepressant drugs or whatever. I want us to forget about that pain a little bit. Even though almost all of them serve the same purpose. But I want us that this type of pain that really you cannot describe, you cannot diagnose those type of pain, you cannot name them. So it's something that it's just between you and that pain, and only you probably can understand that pain. You may try to explain to someone what you are really going through, the type of pain, of how you are feeling. But remember, pain is still the feeling. It's that distressing feeling or experience that probably only you can understand, or maybe only you can feel that way of really what it is. Nobody else can understand the weight of your pain. So that is the pain that I'm talking about today. That pain, as you know, they explain to us, as they tell us in the physical word of how they define pain as a distressing feeling, condition, or experience, that acts as a signal to tell us that something is wrong in our body and it needs our attention. The purpose is still the same. The pain is to inform us of something that requires our urgent attention. So naturally, it doesn't start with pain. So this is the feeling that now has to manifest in the physical. That is when we start feeling it. However, this doesn't start there. So the origin of it starts in the mind. And how does it come into the mind? The soul. Our soul or spirit sends all those information, because the only one thing, here we are all about holistic, we are holistic. We do not view anything without regarding three parts of us, of what makes us human: the body, the mind, and the spirit. So anytime you see me talking, just expect to hear one of those. So the soul sends those information to our mind, and then your mind start generating those thoughts. And then we start living those thoughts, from our conscious mind. Sometimes when we hear those thoughts, we can just hear them, those thoughts. We can even see the picture in our mind. And those information are sending to our subconscious mind. But because we do not act, we are just living a very normal life. We are really not aware. We are not self-aware of our thoughts, of what comes in, of what's going on in our mind. We just continue to live. So we ignore for large amount of time. So because the soul wants you to be the best you could be, or the best you can be, that is what the soul wants for you. And then your mind doesn't understand what is best or what is worst. It doesn't understand. Mind is there to protect the body. This is difficult. If you try to do something new, want to try something new, your body say, no, this is something new. None of us is aware of it. Everything in your body, all the senses in your body sends information to the brain. Hey, Jennifer is about to do something new. Please, can you hold her? I don't know how this is going to be. So the mind and the body, they do work for us to some certain amount, and this depends on how you control them. If you're not telling your mind and your body what to do, they are going to be the one to tell you what to do. That's why your body and mind, you need to feed them. So it depends on what you're feeding in your mind. That is what will bring results into your physical life, or your life manifestation is aligned to what goes into your mind and into your body. All right, that's a topic for another day. I don't even know how I got there, just because I love talking about that so very much. Let's get back to pain. The soul has been trying to send those information to your mind, and your mind just sends those information and everything to your body. All whatever chemicals, molecules that are needed sent to the body, and the body starts acting out. So they do not know what is for you, what is against you. They just work whatever comes in. They were being fed and they release back to you, and your body act. And when you act, you bring results. So now to get to a point, because you're a very special creature created here for a purpose. Also, you have a limited time of how long you can stay here. So because of that, there is something that is waiting for you to fulfill, which is your purpose. Now, when the soul tries to communicate to you and you do not understand, you do not act upon, you ignore, you probably seem not even to understand if there is something or there is a message that is coming to you, that is when the soul sends all those information, put in your mind. Remember, everything has been coming there, accumulated. Now they release everything to your body act. That is when we fall into pain. Now the way it comes, something have to manifest. This pain can come as either a struggle that we have been going through. We need to understand it better before we can grow over it, or before we can change it. It might be a situation that is happening in our community, in our families, in our country, in our nations, or in the world. Depends on what your purpose is here on earth. So there might be something, because remember, if you are coming to do something, you have to learn that thing before you can do or work anything about it. And that pain now serves as that training that will take you through. Now remember, this really gets so tough. It's not something, even when I'm smiling now, it's not something that you usually, when it's that time when you're going through your training, whatever that training is, to sharpen you, to create a path for you to walk into your purpose or to align you to your purpose. That pain is usually not a joke. It is not. But unfortunately, I came to realize that you will not walk into your purpose without being sharpened, without being tasted. Not only tasted, without being approved or qualified. Because you need to qualify before you can be given certain task to handle here on earth. So that is what pain does. And actually, that is the main reason why pain exists. So I think now whatever you're going through right now, I want you to just put aside that name or diagnosis that you have given that your pain. It doesn't matter how you have named it, but I want you to start viewing this. Pay attention. What is this pain trying to tell you? Is it trying to teach you something? Is it trying to show you something that you're not aware of? Is that thing about you or about your family, about your community? Pay attention. Just start looking into the patterns of that problem that is causing you pain. Where did it start? How did it start? Because the truth is, when it gets to the physical manifestation, now you have to go through stage by stage. And then you will have to be taken back. Because really God will want you to understand how did this start. He will try to remind you all the messages and the messengers He has sent to you before. So He will take you back stage by stage until you understand there is no magic. There is no such magic. And true, when I hear people, even when you're going through that pain, going to your pastor to pray for you is not going to heal that. There is no such thing. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't meet your pastor or you should not go to your pastor for prayers. You can be there. But I want you to know that this is between you. For the fact that manifestation pain is already happening into your life, it's something that you really need to go back to Him. Build that communication. Build that relationship. Because only Him can direct you. At that stage, not a prophet, not a pastor, not evangelist, not life coach, no one will tell you what you're supposed to do in that moment. They can only guide you. But remember, I'm telling you that it is until you understand why you are in that pain. So look, we can guide you of what you're supposed to do, and this may come from various experiences of those prophets, maybe pastors or life coaches, whoever you're seeing, therapists that they have gone through. So they will direct you or they will advise you according to their own understanding of such experience. But the main importance of this pain, for them to end, because they will not end until you understand why you got into that pain in the first place. That is usually the reason. The moment you understand that is now when you can start working out how to go out of that pain. I hope you get that. If not, please just write in the comment below. Tell me how you understand this view I just shared with you. And now, apart from that, I am going to share general tips. I think about 4 or 5 of what you can benefit from pain, or what you should expect when you're going through pain. Only if you are open to learn, to grow, pain can be something, a very great component that can help you to grow, to improve, and to develop yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, your perception, your understanding, your knowledge. Only if you allow yourself. There is a say, and I can't remember which book I found or I read this. It says you grow as much as you allow yourself to grow. So always stay open. Don't think that the pain is coming there and you try to numb it, medicate yourself, No, you don't need to medicate yourself. Sometimes you need to let yourself feel those raw emotions and then learn from them. Because as raw as you are feeling them, I hope that is how as much you're going to hate those situations. If they are really painful, I'm pretty sure you will never want to walk in those direction anymore. You would want to do better. You would wish to improve. So allow yourself to learn and grow. All right, so just quickly, let's go through 5 benefits of pain. To tell you the truth, everything has the benefit and the not so benefit. So we have the benefit of pain. Number 1, learning. Pain is such a motivator. Pain will give you the opportunity to learn about yourself, about the situation, about those areas of where you are feeling pain, only if you allow yourself to learn. Number 2, pain brings awareness. I can assure you, it's only when you are in pain or you are in challenge or a struggle that you do not see the way out is when you start seeking information, you start seeking help, you start reading those books, you start now Googling and searching about that situation. How can you get out? It is only pain that can help you find awareness about that. And then the moment you get aware, most of the people we have seen, the people that are talking about things, even including myself, how do you think I became conscious living coach? It's just because I had to go through that journey, that pain that had to awaken me. So many of experts, many of teachers, many of people, leaders, they have gone through something. Any area that you see someone standing, they do not just become. They don't just wake up from a night and become somebody. No, they go through certain journey and process, which is usually accompanied by pain. It doesn't come just like that. This is not a degree. Anyway, even in a degree, there's some sorts of pain, that sleepless nights of studying and assignments and tests and all that. So same. Number 3, resilience. Enduring pain, it will bring you strength, courage, and even resilience. It will give you that strength to overcome. And the good thing about overcoming is when you overcome one challenge or struggle or adversity, it gives you courage to face the future challenges, the future struggles. So you get courage and confidence that whatever shows up in the future, you are so ready to face it. Number 4, pain gives motivation. The truth is, pain is the greatest motivator for change. That is the truth. It's when you be going through obesity and you start having health issues. It's from that maybe when you have been conditioned or you have been given or you have only 3 months to live, or maybe you have a medical condition, you have told yourself you have few days. This is when we start building or we start practicing those healthy habits, healthy eating. So pain is such a great motivator. Honestly, there are people, one of us, I think including myself, we need something to really boost us or hook us on the neck for us to do some, most of us do that. So maybe we should not wait for pain to get motivated to do something. How about we start eating healthy, living healthy, acting consciously before we fall into pain? How about that? Number 5 and last, empathy. Oh, I love this so much because, this is so true. Empathy is when you are able to feel about others' pain. And the truth is, you can only do that when you have gone through pain and you know what pain is. You can feel, you can never judge someone. You will never undergrade anyone's pain when you yourself have gone through such pain. You will never finger point that person. You will embrace, you be there for them, you give them courage, you will lift them up because you understand what it means to go through such situation. I hope this has been helpful to you. If they have, please let me know in the comments below. If they have not, just tell me what your view is. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Jennifer K.O. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.